parties merging or working with us to attain victory. But unfortunately, as usual, we were disenfranchised by our opposition. I don't know, well, not really disenfranchised, we were rigged out, let me just say it. Because giving a free and fair election, opposition, the CPC did very well. We have all our structure on ground, we worked very hard, but at the end of the day, we're shocked about the result we saw. But fine, we took it in good faith and faith on.
What is it? You never give up, you know? In spite of stumbling once in a while, in spite of being oiled out, you know, legally or otherwise, you never give up. You have that strong spirit. Some other person will say, okay, I've tried, it's not working out, so I give up. What is it that propels you?
No, you cannot give up. You have to try until you get to where you're going. Definitely, there must be challenges on the way. And if you want to achieve results, you have to keep trying and working hard, believing God that one day I will get a result. If you look around the world, this Roosevelt of America,
yes,
he contested how many times he lost, he still went on, and he became the president of America. And I'm sure one day I will become the president of this country.
I drink to that. I drink to that. I look really forward to a female president for us, because I believe that women have a whole lot to give in. You know, if we come out, I'm not saying that we're not doing very well now, but I'm sure if we bring in that feminine touch, a lot of good things will come out. But speaking of which, you have always been, you know, heard strongly about women, which I think, personal opinion though, may be one of the reasons why you are where you are now. Talk to me, what is it that propels women backward rather than forward in pursuing their own case? You know, especially their career, their desires, their dreams.
Well, I think the present Nigerian women are really doing very excellently well in their area of field. The only area where we're lacking is politics. And politics, I think we need to reorientate our girls on politics. What we need to break the barrier is getting women into partisan politics. That is starting from the party structure. You get a woman to be some of the state party chairman, treasurer, secretary, like the NWC. You get to infuse a lot of women. Like today, in the NWC of APC, the ruling party, we have only one woman, the national woman leader. In so doing, no woman, any decision against a woman, you cannot find anybody to support. So I think that is the area women are having challenges. And we are indoctrinating this woman, trying to reorientate them, to encourage them to participate in partisan politics, and to go back to the grassroots, to join politics, participate in local government elections, councillor and other things. You could start from there to build your career. It would be easier if you learn the ropes. If you learn the ropes by participating. For instance, if you contest as a councillor or a party or state chairmanship, you know, and you lost, it will build you, prepare you for the next election. It's better than just coming up for Senate, House of Reps, or in the national distinct. It creates a lot of vacuum and it makes it difficult for the women to go. So I will encourage Nigerian women to participate in the grassroots politics and the partisan politics. In business, women are excelling. Look at Lady Stella Okoli. She started with a small pharmacist, and today she has over hundreds of branches all over Africa. And a lot of them, even in politics, Mrs. Tinubu, she has been there 3 consecutive times in Lagos, in her husband's state. Something that used to be strange in those days. Something people think is impossible. But it's been possible. Women are doing excellently well. Look at Senator Binta, she won in her Kaduna state, and her state of birth and state of origin. Definitely, and she's doing very well. Women, a lot of women are doing very well.
But a lot of times they say there's a PhD syndrome, women pulling women down. How real is this, especially in the domains of politics?
I think those things are fading with time. Women are beginning to realize that it is necessary to support a woman. And the instinct is very strong now. If you talk to an average Nigerian woman, they're ready to face the challenges. I think there is this eagerness for women to come together and produce governors, possibly a president. So the issue of pull me down syndrome is a thing of the past. The today Nigerian woman is very cooperative. She wants to support her fellow lady to achieve her goals.
That's good to know.
Yeah,
That's good to know. Now, I did mention that there are a whole lot of things, including business developer, and you know, and it's less far. Wasn't that easy? What are those moments you think of as challenges? I don't want to call them problems. And how did you surmount them growing up? I know you were with Chambers, and you did a lot of cases.
Yeah, yes. Life itself is full of challenges. Life itself is challenges. You know, if you have no challenge, then you're dead. So from as a child, I knew that certainly the way to success is not smooth. You need to face challenges. And I had prepared my mind in an earlier age to withstand every obstacle on my way because I have a destination in mind. And I need to focus. I don't need to be distracted by those little obstacles you meet on the way. So I've always been, even in my litigation days, I ensure that if I have a brief, I deal with it diligently, irrespective of the challenge. Just like a woman, a young grey woman, you have all those problems of distraction here and there. But I think I prepared my mind early enough, and my mother assisted me in doing that, molding me to that tough woman that could withstand every storm. So it wasn't really a big deal to me. I don't see anything as challenge. I see it as part of the process of life.
Like
that is the way I looked at life. I take it as part of life.
Okay, good to know.
If you sweep it under the carpet, the problem will resurrect.
It will still come back.
It will still come back. So you face it and move on.
Right.
Settle it for once.
You know,
move on with your life.
The number of times I've come in here, there's always one activity going on or the other. Can you speak to us about some of the trainings and activities of young women within the environment you've been carrying on, plans and trainings you've been doing?
Yes, we have a lot of programs here, training. First of all, we have a training institute accredited by MBT, Board for Technical Education, which qualifies you to have a diploma. We had an agreement with the University of Abuja, though not started fully, running a master's program on gender security services and a lot of other developmental programs. First of all, we have the working program, tailoring, that's fashion and designing, cosmetology, indoor and outdoor decoration, soap and pomade making, and a lot of other. That indoor, working means that any other person in the society could walk in here, register, enroll, and learn the skill. Then we have the appropriated program, and we have further one. We have the ICT school, ICT training center, where we run various ICT program, women, in agriculture under ICT, entrepreneurship under ICT, training for the deaf and ICT, the blind, and many other courses in ICT. There are also parts of it that are working. You could come in, register. That's the Bola Ige. It used to be the American corner, but it's now the Bola Ige run by us because the American pull up after 15 years,
Oh, okay.
And I think the training center is doing excellently well.
Very well.
Very well. And we also have other training, the artisan training, where women are introduced into the male-dominated profession. How do I mean? In the past, you don't get women to go into carpentry, tiling, air conditioning, refrigerator.
They're actually doing that?
They're actually doing that. We have about 100 of them in the class now, right now doing that, where women are involved. They learn how to do tilers, plumbers, air condition repair, refrigerator repairs, and electrical fittings, and a lot of other things, POP, and many other carpentry.
That will actually save a lot of us headache, because one of the things we dread is bringing, workmen into our homes, especially when it's just a woman. But knowing that a woman is learning this trade and my fridge can go bad, I call is a babe coming in to repair for me.
I think you'll be very at rest.
I'll feel more
at
at
that
rest.
point in time, she's an eye to your children.
Yes.
For you. and it's very safe. And like in our northern sisters, where you have the Bashiga Kule Puda, where males are not allowed to enter, it make it easier. A woman will just walk in there and take care of the whatever job he's been given to do in the house, and it's safer. When the mother is at home, she's no longer afraid that a man is coming to fiddle or play or mess around with the children.
Yes.
You have the confidence that a fellow mother like you is working in your house, and for that period of time, she's a security, she serves like an eye to your children.
Definitely.
So I think it's very good. We look at all those things. And why should you leave the the construction industry to men alone? Women need to take their share from the construction industry. After all, tailoring used to be a woman trade, but today, find men.
You're going
the
for
salons,
the nails we do
now, men are taking over. So why won't we take over the construction industry with them? We have to share it. Just the way they are sharing our own trade, we are actually training our women to take over from them, and they are doing excellently well. You need to go and see the women in action. They are doing very well. You love them.
What if a man walks in to take training too?
To training? Well, they should go and look for men's center. They could ask our president
for men's center.
For men's center.
Okay, guys, sorry. Girls is on the pipeline.
Yes, guys, you could go and ask your president for your men's center. We are just fine there. We don't need men here.
Okay, beautiful. We're cool. All right, so away from your office work and relax a little bit. A little bit told me, and I caught up with you, you like to work out.
Yeah, I do.
What does that do for you?
Well, it does. I added some weight sometime last year, and I think it's pertinent, it's good for me to remain healthy and fit. So I enrolled with the Sheraton, where I do a lot of aerobics and exercise to keep fit.
Still in line with your work, I know you have a research institute. You also have accommodation around here where people come in and pay. Talk to us about it.
Yeah, we have the guest facility, the guest house, 164 rooms.
Seriously?
Yeah, 102 bedroom flat. That's a 2-bedroom, a sitting room. Then we have the 1-bedroom suite. And we have the standard room, which is very big and comfortable and affordable price. The location excellently, the location is good. In the central business area, you could be connected to other business agencies. So it's very cool, and we have adequate security. Then we have the hostel for like a kind of a bed space. It's about 111. You could, if you have your program, we use it to keep our students for our program, and we also rent it out to earn little income. So you could patronize us. And we also have a research center institute, We host the Nigerian Women Data Bank. Any information you need about Nigerian women, we are in position to provide for you. We give that information locally, internationally, regionally on Nigerian women, on information data about Nigerian women. We carry on a lot of research, infant mortality. We carry on drugs, drug abuse, on women insecurity. We carried a lot on care pay workers. That is our ladies in the street selling akara. How is their contribution affecting the GDP of the country? We try to keep all this record, and it will help with this record. We send them to government for policies to be made.
That's a good one.
To help the government to make policies and to connect them to intervention agencies to assist them to build up their trade. And we have 774 centers for women development across the local government. Even though very few of them are American, but a lot of them are functional, and it helps to bring grassroots development to the grassroots.
That's a good one.
To bring government to the grassroots. And I'm sure when we are undertaking some of our research, most times our research will collaborate with the Bureau of Statistics. I think one of these days we'll invite you when we are taking up our research work in the field. Perhaps you could.
It will be a pleasure. It will be a big pleasure.
Or first of all, you come to that artisan class. Perhaps we teach you how to put fixed tight.
I didn't hear that.
We take you to that artisan class and teach you.
I didn't hear that. I'll learn how to do tasks.
You learn
But
how
it will
to do
actually
that
make
kind
a lot
of
of
plumbing, you
sense.
make a lot of
It
sense.
will
You make a lot of money.
sense, yes.
You learn you need an alternate source of income
Yes.
to add to whatever you're doing.
But it's
And I
hard
think
work,
that will
right?
suit you.
Fit me.
Suit you. I think you do very well as a Tyler.
That's
I
okay.
can see
I wear my overall and
the way
I get to
your
do.
helmet.
Nigerians, you're listening. I just got a job. Okay, so when I'm not working in NTA, I'll be there doing
You'll be
time
there,
job. A good one. So when you're
You
not
can
working,
even do it as an NTA staff as a part-time. When you're free, you just go and take one building
and do it.
and
Okay,
make
so
money.
when you're not working, how do you unwind?
Well, I go to the gym, like I told you earlier, and to see how I could.
Like every day?
Well, if time permits, every day. If not, sometimes, most times we have some meetings in the evening. But I try to see that in a week, at least 3-4 times.
That's a good one. That's a good one. But you listen to music?
Yeah, I like music. Like yesterday, I was watching movies till very late. I didn't know it was quite late.
What kind of movies do you watch?
Yeah, I like patronizing Nigerian movie because it takes you to the reality of life.
Especially the epic ones.
The epic, yeah. It takes you to the reality of life.
Generally, what would you say is your philosophy of life?
Well, my philosophy of life, you take life easy and accept circumstances the way they come. And treat people with love.
You've been very persistent with it. The same thing you said, challenge, life itself is challenge. So you should take it the way it comes.
Take it the way it comes, and because there are some things you can't change.
Definitely.
There's some things, there's some issues you just have to deal with, you can't change them.
That's a good one. Thank you very much for coming on the show. And for me, I started by saying that you're an inspiration to a whole lot of people. And today you've done it again, inspiring people. I want to leave on the words she already gave you. Life itself is a challenge. That you wake up in the morning, you should be grateful. And whatever you see, you take it in its strides. Work hard and good hard money will come your way. And don't forget, Elizabeth may not be the Tyler you are desiring for this. I could be other things put together. Ciao, ciao.